It's Madden NFL 22, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Saints and the Black Knights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now roster return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man from Notre Dame. At quarterback, it's Ian Book.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun. Here's Book. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Book. Flushed out right. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Book now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big play there on the keeper.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
The stop there by Jay Tufele. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Book. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw his Book. That is caught by Callaway. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Kamara trying again, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. We're scoreless after 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Here's Carter now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be caught right side, Shenault with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with ETN. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights have moved out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because
Book under pressure, and he'll go down. Book trying to get the offense to the line as quickly as possible. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devon Hamilton. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. On third down, here's Kamara. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Trey Lance, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys had run off 9 straight wins to start the year, but a 10th was not in the cards as they fall for the first time. Now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for our home team, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, they'll throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go. 3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure fits. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Book. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Hamilton, his second sack of the night. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game here exactly. Touchdown! LaVisca Chenault, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And now here's Ross. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Book under pressure, and he'll go down.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's taken in by the tight end Phil. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And a huge play that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On 1st and 10, Book.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.